Severe weather and flooding will be possible in the United States. So let's get right into your forecast. On Sunday, we have three areas of a 1 out of 5 marginal risk. We'll start in the Carolinas. These marginal risks are kind of weird. For example, the one here in Charlotte, Greensville, and Pittsburgh, everything's the same except for the hail. There's just literally no hail risk except for up here. But the tornado risk is a 2% up here in Pittsburgh, and the wind percent is a 5%, which sounds like a pretty big difference, but this is basically a 1 out of 5. This is also a 1 out of 5, but that doesn't mean it's a higher chance because of the percentage. Going into Monday, which could be a big day, we have a slight risk of severe weather up here near Grand Forks. The tornado threat is still a 2%. I expect this to be low, but it could be upgraded in a future outlook. The wind threat, we have a 15% chance on this for the same exact areas as where the convective outlook is. The hail risk is also the exact same with that 15% chance, literally the exact same place as is what is the wind risk is. Going into Tuesday, we have literally nothing going on except for down here. There's just there's a 1 out of 5 margin risk with the probabilistic is 5%. So very isolated damaging winds will be happening here, but I don't really expect nothing to happen there. Going into the models, we're gonna start off with Carolinas because the Carolinas is probably the main issue for the next 2 days. We have a lot of flooding, which actually before I go into that, I'll go over to the excessive rainfall outlooks. We have slight risks every single day, which is a 1 out of 4, except for the marginal days. But I mean, at least one area in the Carolinas is in at least a 1 out of 4 or 2 out of 4. All right. So as you can see, over the next 4 days, we're gonna have some of those isolated flooding pockets. Right. Last night we actually had a flash flood emergency up here in Surrey County, North Carolina, which was pretty crazy. There was some significant flooding that happened up there. But now back to the models really quick. Actually, hold on, let me switch this over to this. All right. So again, severe weather chances low. Our main focus is the flooding risk. So this is around, what time is it? It's 9. So this is 9 o'clock right now, right? So these storms start to develop along the heating of the day around 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. But you can see it's kind of like train of storms. So Gastonia, you have that storm, then you have that storm, and then tomorrow you'll have another storm, right? So that's why we have those flooding issues in place. There actually is a flood watch for areas in Jacksonville, Beaufort, and the what are these called? In the Outer Banks of North Carolina. The flood watch will start August 2nd around 11 p.m. and it expires around August 3rd at 5 p.m. This could be extended. I will post that on my YouTube channel if that does happen. That definitely is a possibility, right? Let's go into some of the severe weather stuff. The significant tornado parameter values, it is super low. Like Asheville, Hickory, you can see those very light grays. Now, if there is a cell here, though, it does have a chance to produce a tornado, right? But we should be looking at the flooding. So this is the total precipitation, right? So we can see down here west of Greenville, we're having 4, almost 5 inches of rain that is falling. Out here, this is the ocean, but this is just kind of cool. It's 8 inches. Here, more inlet, 8 inches here, too, right? So this is why we do have a flood watch in place. I could see us getting a flood watch here in the western North Carolina mountains. That could definitely be a possibility. But again, stay tuned to my posts on YouTube. I have a lot of posts going in every single day. I have maybe 10 that go in. So stay tuned to that. I'll see you guys in the next video.